Hey, good morning, partners. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I know many of you have been waiting for this moment for us to walk through the flow of getting XMD ordered. So I'm going to take my time today and walk through this to address any of the questions that might exist that are out there as we've gotten several. I want to make note of this though as well. It's intuitive. It's not difficult. And so, although I'm going to go through each one of these steps and bring clarity, move forward in confidence. And so, to that end, this is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about the referring paths, both from a Singular and the XMD path, refer to the site navigation and make some introductions on some of that information. We'll discuss how you order and how you refer. We'll also talk about the intake form, a critical form in this whole process, the XMD Wellness Patient Portal that each one of the individuals who get XMD will have, and then, of course, additional resources that will be at your disposal. We'll discuss those at the end. Now, each one of you are partners, and for anyone who's looking to make money with our entire offering as a company, they need to be partners. And so you won't be able to have someone come in just XMD and become a partner. So if they're looking to build a business with this incredible opportunity that we have right now, make sure that your partners are getting signed up with Singular immediately. And hopefully they already have throughout this last month and a half or so. We've got a lot of partners in ready to go. Hopefully you too are getting your teams ready to go for next week. But today is important to make sure that they're partners. So whichever path, it's the normal $49.95. If they come in with the $199, our business as usual offering with the nutraceuticals, they get that free brand partner and the free shipping. Or there is the continuation of the XMD code where they can get the brand partner for $1. There's a few steps to make that happen. So if you have questions, you can talk to your upline or call into the sales team or into member service as well. This is a powerful moment for us. So, regardless of how you choose to build your business, it can continue with the incredible product offering that Singular has. And we want that. We need that to continue to happen, of course. And so there's that path. Or there may be people that just want to build with XMD. That's also okay. But the power and the opportunity that we have right now is bringing both of these together. As I've said before, it's concentration of their spend into one compensation plan that creates a significant opportunity for you to go and build and make some incredible income. And so this is our opportunity. This is your opportunity. But regardless of how you choose, you'll go down one of these paths, preferably both. But to that end as well, there is going to be your traditional site, mysingular.com with your web alias. This link is the link you can continue to use regardless for Singular products and XMD. I'll show you that in a moment. Perhaps there's though individuals out there that are going to focus again on XMD. Well, you're also getting a xmdwellness.com web alias. You don't need to design this or program it or anything. It's the same web alias as you have on your mysingular.com site. Okay. So once we go live, that link will be available to you as well. You'll find it, forgive the blurriness here, but you understand the point. You'll be able to find your normal XMD, your normal mysingular.com web alias site here. But under the quick links is where you'll find the XMD link. Okay. So you can go there, you can click on those links, and it will take you to, again, your replicated site, as you can see here noted under my testing account. So once you land here, you come here. Now, I'm going to kind of refer from this point forward, if you are ordering for yourself or if your customers are ordering, either way. So if you're ordering, you come here to your main site, your outward facing site. For your customers, guess what? They're going to go to your outward facing site right here. They can click on XMD up there at the top, which will take them to our beautiful new website, referencing again your URL there at the top. But the website, once this goes live, take your time, go through this, understand the benefits and the features and the selling components that this site offers. It is incredible, it is beautiful, and it will continue to have some enhancements. But big shout out to the marketing team. They have done an incredible job on making this entire brand absolutely beautiful, has a ton of class. It is gorgeous. So regardless, if you just type in xmdwellness.com, your web alias, or you get to this site through myzingular.com web alias, you'll land here. And then throughout, as you just saw, there's several calls to action to get going. And so if it's on get started at the top, personalize your plan, or selecting any of the products, XMD products below, that'll take you then to the intake form. Ladies and gentlemen, this is important. It's just as though you're going into a doctor's office and they're giving you the clipboard with a pen on it and your paper, and you fill out all of the details and all the questions about your medical history. No one will ever see this medical form except for you and the teledoc. Okay. So it's your information, and it's important you fill that information out accurately. Once you get in, this will be the first page that you'll see. And it's super important that you put in your name, your last name, but your email that's on your account. If you are ordering for yourself, your customers likewise, the same email is a critical component. So again, if you have questions, this one is beautiful, by the way, not blurry, but you'll see your email there on your back office. Make sure that's the email that you place in here, okay? Important to note on that. Then it'll go through some basic things, date of birth, your gender, what state you live in. That's important because although our provider provides all 50 states, there are some limitations based upon the regulations of a few states. So put in your state, you'll put in your information that will determine your BMI, your goals, so forth. Again, intuitive information that you know you'll plug into that. This screen is just you acknowledging that it is important that the clinicians can only make decisions based upon the information provided to them. And so again, to that end, it is critical that the details provided, the questions answered, for example, medication history and so forth, are complete and accurate. So you'll acknowledge, yes, you will put in the right information. And then after this, there'll be the myriad of questions that will take you a few minutes to go through and answer about all of your medical history. Once again, we're not going to see it. Only the clinicians, only the teledocs are going to see that. Okay. After you get through that, you'll end up on a question, this question specifically, where it'll ask you if you're eligible. They're going to take your specific situation into account while determining your medication formulation. And so if you want to look at muscle mass or aging and longevity, improving, there will be other nutrients that they'll put in your compound that is going to be custom to you. And again, as you select this, it'll be information they'll add in automatically, or they'll have that discussion with you. But guess what? Again, the price stays the same. How cool is that, right? Now, continuing on after that, put your phone number in. Important to put your phone number in because there'll be some incredible text messaging. The communication with our partner is honestly so incredible, and you'll want that, and it's going to create such a great experience for you and of course your customers who are on XMD. So make sure they're putting in that information as well. Then you'll get to a consent form. Again, do you accept the telehealth consent policies? Yes. Okay. There are links there that you can get into it. The auto renewal component, every one of these is a subscription based. It's set up that way on the onset. You can manage it in your patient portal, and I'll show you that here in a few minutes, but you'll acknowledge to that. And then at the bottom there is the HIPAA authorization. I'm going to pause to just bring real focus to this. You can click on that link and you can get the details of what information that the HIPAA release allows us to see. Very basic information, name, address, general information. You'll see in that form, never will we see any of the medical history, whatnot. However, this is important. If you are a partner and you're ordering yourself and you want this order to count towards your qualifying PV, you will need to consent. Okay, so hit agree. That just lets us know that it's you that ordered, so we can assign that order and that volume to your account. If you don't, you'll be making a customer, an anonymous customer for your sponsor. Okay. So if you don't, and you don't have to, but just know that there will be an anonymous customer made for your sponsor because of how the tree structure is built. And then you would have to make sure that you have your qualifying PV over on the singular side with our nutraceuticals, which again, completely fine. Okay. So please take note of that. Super important to that degree if you're a partner. Okay. All right, and then address information, of course, where we're going to send it to. And then this is really cool. If there's any other questions or information that you'd like the doctor to know, you can select yes, and you can put the information there, and then that can be brought up during your televisit. After that, it's going to give you the options of the products based upon what you actually put in your intake form. So what that means is if you go through and it gives you a macro dose, okay, then it'll give you macro dosing options. If you go through that intake form and you see micro dosing, then that's your options. This is the point where you'll see a screen similar to this or this, and you'll then go through. You scroll down and you'll see some of the pricing. Of course, the longer commitment gives you better pricing per unit. But you can select on any one of these and you'll see the pricing change. It'll update, it'll inform you what you like to do. Once you've clicked on one of these, for example, this injectable semaglutide, it will then take you to the next screen where you'll actually select the duration in which you'd like to have. And then at that point, if you do a 12-week or a 24-week or just a 4-week, then that period of time, every time that subscription happens. So after 12 weeks, you'll have another charge, and that 12-week will continue once again. But once you're completed with here and you've selected your option, you'll go to the payment screen. Payment screen will look like this. Again, all major credit cards, HSA, FSA, Google Pay, Apple Pay. Sounds like a poet. But all of those options are there available for you to make the purchase. And once you put that in and then hit subscribe, your order is complete. But take note, you're not done. Okay, because there are some further steps that we'll walk through here, but your purchase is complete and they want to make sure the purchase is complete before scheduling a teledoc visit so that there's a commitment of their time and knowing that there's a purchase there that they're going to discuss. So you'll click next and continue forward. This screen will only show up if somebody found the XMD through the corporate site. If they go through your link, which is what you'll want them to do, this won't come up. But take comfort in knowing that if someone does find us on their own, there's going to be an option for them to find you here as well. If it, again, through your replicated site, it'll come right to the next screen, which is to schedule your televisit. And as it notes here, you qualify for a live consultation with a licensed medical provider. The next screen, you'll choose a time that works best for you. During your visit, your provider will confirm your treatment, answer questions, and ensure the medication and dosages are right for your goals. Now, there may be some cases that based upon your intake form, it's going to say you are good to go. And that will just get that medication ready and sent out to you. But again, taking note that you'll continue on, hit next, and it'll put you into the scheduler. Putting your information in here again, the dates and times, you'll see there's quite a few options. And so it's absolutely realistic that after you complete this, you can set this up for in 30 minutes from the moment you've paid, you could be having that visit with your teledoc. But you select your time. If the next day is better for you, whatever it may be, it's your choice. And then you get to confirm that, make sure everything's good, and then book the appointment. It'll give a confirmation and again, some options to put it into your calendar. After this point, you're going to receive notification via email and text. Should you put your phone number in there and select to get texts, it's important. It'll look something like this. Your virtual appointment has been confirmed at whatever time. A link that will be for that televisit will be sent, and just ensuring that you're in a private space and stable internet. You'll also receive a text informing you of your patient portal and the link to log right into your patient portal as well. And so you can get there by clicking on this link and you'll be into your patient portal. But let's talk about that. You can also go back to the main website and log in. So the login here doesn't go to your XBO Rather, it goes to your patient portal for XMD. So you can click log in. It'll drop you on this screen, putting in the information. It will then prompt you through a step or two to get you into that patient portal. Now, this is a beautiful system that is provided through our partner who is providing these pharmaceuticals. And so here, really quick, very straightforward and simple. You have your homepage with basic information, communication, conversations that may have happened from the teledoc, any documents that you've done, your patient portal, your intake form, things of that nature, any possible education that is going to be there and available for you. Your appointments will be listed. You can book appointments through here. And then, of course, your orders. Now, I mentioned before, everything is subscription, and here's where you can manage that subscription. And then, of course, your settings and whatnot. Folks, partners, beautiful people, this is it. This is exactly the system and the process. And I think you can see how simple it really is. And so we're excited about getting this going. But let me just kind of close out with a couple of key important things. The app, the mobile application we have, there'll be resources in there, beautifully designed resources at your disposal as a partner. During the process too, a customer will also have the option to select and get some of this information that won't be available to them since they don't have the app. So don't worry about that. But should some of your customers need or want that, this is the resource where you can go find that. Of course, the member service department in Singular is going to be here for you, but from a medical questions, they will refer you back to our partner who has an incredible member service team. They are absolutely aligned to where our WOW service equivalent, they are exactly like that. And so there'll be options when you call in that if you have medical questions, you'll be referred over to that group. All the other business as usual questions that you call into our beautiful member service for, they will be there available for you as well. So, as I started out with, regardless of your path, regardless of your strategy to go build, understand that this is your business and you have an opportunity now like never before. I've loved to see the posts and the activity. It is palpable. It is so extremely exciting. I just got chills when even I said that. To be able to see everyone's excitement for what this is going to become and how we are going to be at the forefront in a more significant way than anybody out there. Nobody has the breadth of products that we have doing what we're doing here, partnering these beautiful two worlds of the nutraceutical and the pharmaceutical world. And so make sure everybody plugs in, okay, on the 4th, next Tuesday, okay, at 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 Central Time, where we will be able to start announcing the details of this. We'll kick it off. We'll get rolling. Make sure this is in your calendar. That link itself we'll make available as well in several locations so that you'll be able to snag and grab that and get plugged in. All right, everyone, there we go. If there's any other questions, go back, watch this again a few times if needed. If you need any other assistance, discuss with your upline, or you can certainly call into the sales team or again, member service. We are here. We are ready to make sure this thing is going to be a significant step forward for you. All right, everyone. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. God bless you. Bye-bye.